Hey guys, it's Vinny.
And this is Joe.
It's everyone's worst fear. Dragon Ball Super's Tournament of Power arc is amazing, even with all of its little problems here and there. But then, at the very end, the very worst possible ending ever. So in this episode, Joe and I want to take a look at what could possibly be the worst endings that would ever exist. You know, of course we want the whole thing to be sort of epic, but you gotta have that really nice, awesome ending to wrap everything up with this arc. And Joe and I have thought to ourselves, what are the 3 things that could happen at the end of this thing that would just make it utterly horrible? So horrible that we may never ever want to go back and watch the thing again. Now, some of these defy logic and belief, but that's okay because this is all hypothetical. This isn't real, but stick with us on this one. Listen to them. We want you to tell us which one would be the absolute worst, cringiest thing for you to experience at the end of this arc for the Tournament of Power. All right, you guys ready for this? So I'm gonna deliver to you the first one. Here we go. This is the ending of Dragon Ball Super Tournament of Power arc. Worst ending ever. Ribrianne wins the Tournament of Power for her universe. They win, and she's deemed the best fighter. And from that point, she makes a wish with the Super Dragon Balls that the power of love would overtake all of the remaining universes. She would wish back somehow the universes, and the power of love would take over everything, which leads to the next arc after this, which is experiencing Ribrianne's love power everywhere.
I really think they would destroy Super if this happened. I don't think anybody would actually watch it anymore. I think people would get pitchforks and create a mob and actually attack Toei's station and
hit him up.
Yeah, they would just...
But not only that, I think, too, this arc should follow, the beginnings of Ribrianne's life. Where did she come from, you know? Let's get all the insight on Ribrianne.
The origins of Ribrianne.
Who is Ribrianne?
Oh, God.
And what makes her do what she does?
Why does she love so much?
And how can her love impact everybody? And then we can follow the whole storyline on the next arc. That's how it ends. That would suck so bad.
Oh, God.
Would that not be the worst? All right. So that we're going to leave that with number 1. Then we have the next ending, which, okay, Joe, you want to explain it out?
So in this ending, just imagine, Goku won. He has become stronger than ever. It was an amazing finish. He becomes the universal champion of this tournament. He gets the Dragon Balls, and he is going to make a wish. But at one point, he opens his eyes, and then you find out all of it was just a dream. It was...
The whole thing
was just one big dream, all the way from the beginning of Super. So he doesn't even have
all
God.
the way beginning, yeah, Battle of the Gods, none of it.
No Beerus. Beerus doesn't even exist. Whis doesn't exist. It was just one big dream that Goku was having.
Absolutely. And so now that's that's bad. Could you imagine? But you know what it does, though? It clears up all these power level problems that we have. All of a sudden,
we get to start fresh again.
Yeah, we get to start fresh right back at the power level. So that would be wiped out. But oh my goodness, could you imagine that ending? He opens up and it's a dream. And then they end all of Dragon Ball. There's no anything after that. All arcs are done. Is that worse than Ribrianne, or does Ribrianne beat that?
Well, I mean,
it's tough.
It is hard. I mean, the only thing I can see is there's still at least a chance of continuing Super. That would not be with Ribrianne, because at least they could actually start from somewhere again.
I guess they could. They could just kind of keep going, but it would be a little bit like all of a sudden experiencing all these power levels, God form, and everything, and now they don't no longer exist. They're not real.
Yeah,
nothing is real again. So that would be tough to go back to that. Ugh, how horrible. All right, so those are the first 2, and then the last one is this, a little bit different. Goku in his Ultra Instinct form, he realizes that there's a way to take Jiren out. He figures out that he can use his Ultra Instinct form to cancel out Jiren's Ultra Instinct form, as we believe that Jiren probably has an Ultra Instinct form, and he can cancel them out, like a positive canceling out a negative, but in order to do it, he has to erase both of them from existence, him and Jiren, as if they both never existed. Now, everything they've done up to that point will last, like Gohan will be there and everything, but they will never have existed, and they cannot be wished back with the Dragon Balls. Goku will finally be gone forever. This is not a he's dead and he can be wished back sort of a thing. He erased himself from ever being taken back, and Dragon Ball will continue forevermore without Goku because he made the decision to take Jiren out and erase him by canceling their Ultra Instincts out.
Now, what's scary about this one to me a little bit is I can sort of see that happen.
No way.
I mean, more than some of maybe the other stuff, but this one, I mean, could be something that they would try to do, and if it did happen, I think a lot of people would be so upset. They could.
Those pitchforks would come out again, and people would go back
pitchfork.
to Toriyama.
Give us back Goku somehow. Give us back Goku.
You cannot. How could you continue to have Dragon? I mean, I guess you might finally be able to give Vegeta like the time that he needs, right, and see what's going on with him. But man, no Goku.
I mean, they tried it before where with Cell, they tried to get rid of Goku so that Gohan takes over. That didn't work out, obviously. So I don't know if they could be able to pull that off. I mean, it's just an interesting idea with something that I think might could happen.
No, it could never happen. Anyway, well, so those are the three. We want you guys to tell us below which one is the absolute worst for you. Which one, if it happened, you would just flip out. Remember, number one, Ribrianne wins the Tournament of Power, and we go on to another arc that shows she wishes the power of love on all universes, and we follow the life of Ribrianne, where she came from, who she is, and we figure all that out.
I think that's definitely my worst.
Number two, Goku wins in epic style, defeats Jiren, Universe 7's on top. It's amazing. He's got this universal power now, and his eyes open up, and the entire thing was a dream. God form is not real. None of these people are real. It's all fake. Beerus is fake. It's just a dream. Or three, Goku eliminates Jiren. It is real, but he erases both of them from existence, and Goku will never and can never come back to Dragon Ball ever. It's impossible for him to come back. He's completely erased. Which one is the worst for you? Please let us know below. Or if you really feel like it, come up with your own that would just totally drive you nuts. Go ahead. This has been a fun episode. We kind of just wanted to throw in a nice, fun, easygoing episode for you guys and talk to you about what we thought were some of the worst things that could possibly happen. So we hope you enjoyed this one. Like this video, subscribe, share it. We love having you guys along with us. As always, this is Vinny.
And this is Joe.
Until next time.